big problems of looking at a checklist like this is that we're looking at things in small bites. We're looking at one thing at a time, and truthfully you can't have one thing at a time. It's all got to work together. And the big thing, I guess, would be that people say, well, when we see people having a fight, that you don't actually see people using the moves from their kata. The two things become dissociated. So what we have to do is to put together drills that build, that lead somewhere towards it being re-associated. Now, to start with, you're going to want to take things quite slowly because you don't know what it's doing or how it's going to lead together. If you do, then you speed it up and you get more aggressive, and then you're going to need equipment, head guards and boxing gloves for a lot of it so that people don't get hurt while you're training. But to start with, we can actually start to train this very lightly, very loosely, and all that happens is I do one, you do one. So I'll start off with an attack and you just do something back. And it could be any kind of attack, because what we don't want to do at this point, we've done lots of when the guy gives us a hook punch, then we do this. And that's all good, but it needs to lead somewhere. And where it leads is the next step is in I throw something, then you do something back. Naturally, it's got to be very controlled, and I won't be injured, but we'll just look at what the possibilities were. So I'll be here like this, and maybe I start out like that, right? And so you see what your initial reaction's like, and then you go, right, if that happens again, I'm doing something different. Okay, so we look at a different place then. My partner comes to me with something, and I'll just do something. And you say, well, how is that moves from your kata? Well, we know kata with elbow moves in, and the one I did was this, which just starts to look like this. And so you start to build up. If something starts, what do I do? And if something starts, I don't know what the attack is going to be, what's going to come out. And you start to train in so that what comes out are kata moves. When it goes wrong, fair enough, at this pace, at this speed, it's not going to matter too much. So I come in with something different. See? And you just start to put them together so that you find out what moves you do and how you're going to fit your kata moves into that kind of scenario. And you can rev it up, you can start to add real aggression, you can start to add little bits of pain back into what you're doing. But to start with, we just need to see what happens when you move and what's going to culminate the situation. Because if your only reaction is this, then we're probably going to get walked over when the real aggression starts. So we need to build it up bit by bit, and then when we're ready, we find that we're really having a blow-by-blow situation.